My ruckus is day 18, Radical Unapologetic Healing Challenge for us. So, more revelation that I received even today is that there are words that I've connected to myself that I have owned them because other people said these things about me, because of what I thought other people thought about me. For example, and I've said this even a lot in these videos that I I'm much, I'm a lot. Um, I say words like ridiculous or crazy or dramatic or over the top, and I hadn't ever, and I've done that. I gave the example when I was a young girl, because I've always been a very radical worshiper. Radical in the sense that like I just don't have any boundaries. Like whatever, if you got to roll around in the floor, whatever you got to do, go for it because don't nobody know your life. You don't know my life. So, um, so I remember my uncle Mark, as a matter of fact, was preaching, and I went and laid out at the altar while he was preaching. And after service, we were just kind of talking about how good service was. And one of my aunts said, Ebony, that was so dramatic. You laying out at the altar like that or whatever. And she wasn't saying it like trying to chastise me or put me down for it, but it was just like this. Um, that was so out of the ordinary for what we had ever experienced or they had ever experienced that for them it was just a lot. It was much, whatever. So these kinds of words that other people have said about me um, or because maybe even me, maybe I've said it about myself even in certain instances where if it's something that I've never seen, then that's a lot. And so today I recognize that I've been insecure, and this insecure word is coming up again for me. I've been insecure about really being myself unapologetically, saying things like I know this is a lot. I know this is, I know that I'm much. I know, this is dramatic, whatever. I've never accepted that this is normal because this is how I really am. I'm not overdoing anything. That's never ever the case. So why am I saying I know this is a lot? It's not a lot. It's it's enough. Like it's just what it is. And so saying things like that, like this is a lot, whatever, saying those things is like I'm apologizing in some way for all that I am when it's just who I am. And so I wondered out loud today if I walked in that kind of truth unapologetically, would that make me, would I go harder? Like, am I holding back a little bit? Because I feel like I'm already doing so much. If I really were to do it, everything, would it really just be too much? Or would that calm me down a little bit? Like, would I be like, oh, this is just normal? This is just what I am. Like, I think I probably would do more. I think I probably would be um, more of myself, more authentically me. Will be more authentically me when I really grasp and embrace the fact that I'm not a lot, I'm not much, I'm not dramatic. This is just what it is. And while this may not be something, how I am may not be how everyone acts or something that you frequently see or experience, that doesn't make it strange or weird or crazy or much or any other word that is an apology regarding my personality. Um, that just makes it me. That is necessary to my ruckus because radically unapologetically healing means that I have to, heal completely. You know, how much of myself did I hold back in my relationship? How did that affect my relationship? Because I felt like I was too much, or I allowed other people to make me feel like I was I was doing a lot, or did I hold myself back? And I know I did. I know there were instances where I held myself back, And, the lottie-dottie principle. Um, I didn't cause trouble. I didn't bother nobody. And for the record, lottie-dottie principle is already copyrighted, so don't be trying to take my little book title. That's my next book. And so yeah, I didn't cause trouble, didn't bother nobody. I very much so, just fell back in a lot of instances. Not because that's really how I wanted to respond, but because I felt like if I really make it happen, if I really were to get it popping, I'll pick this house up and run it down the street. That's that's how it would be going down. So yeah, so that's some good revelation on day 18. Ruckus.